Hey guys, I'm Roman Buddy, you're watching the Cycling Dane.
Welcome back to Tech Tuesdays for another episode. Winter is more or less already here, and with that comes to prepare yourself for the winds of winter. So here's a complete list of what you must own right now, or not, I suppose, if you're an indoorsy kind of rider, in which case if you are, fair play, because there'll be a video in store for you one day indeed. Starting with the obvious one, and that is gloves. But not just any gloves, heated gloves. Yes, there is such a thing as heated gloves. The hands are the limbs that get the least action when we're out there. They sit on handlebars and they just pretty much do nothing but hold on to the handlebars. That is pretty much it. So they never really get warm like the rest of our body does, and that is the reason why we recommend these, because they will always keep your hands warm. They last for a pretty long time. Just make sure you charge them up before you go out, because there's nothing worse than going out and not charging them, because then you'll be feeling the cold for sure. But why use these instead of the insulated regular glove? Well, the problem with insulated gloves, they're not all that great, because no matter how good they can be, sometimes when the cold gets so extreme, they cannot protect you from the cold. So that's why you should probably go with these for the extreme colds. With the insulated gloves, you can go with something where it's just mildly cold. Now, during the warmer times we experience in the summer, and maybe a little bit in the spring, we usually crave for colder water. But now with winter, you'll need the reverse, and that is an insulated water bottle. That doesn't drop its temperature over a long period. These bottles on the market are relatively cheap, such as an example like the Elite Nano Gelate, which is less than £20 sterling, and even has the capacity of 500 millilitres, which is enough for a ride. But with bottles like these, they're reported to keep temperatures of 40 degrees Celsius for a long period of time, and the fact that the bottle's insulated as well, the temperature can rise by 6 degrees for a 4-hour period, so not bad at all. We all hate that horrible patch on our backs when we ride, in the worst weather possible, and we all know the solution to this to keep yourself dry on the wet roads is a mud guard, and they come along with many different arrays, such as easy to attach mud guards that can go onto your seat post and protect that back, such as the Ass Saver mud guards that you might see often a bit more now. But you can go a long way with a regular mud guard. Yes, they might take a little bit longer to set up, but they really are worth your time, and they might be a little bit more money, but nevertheless they will keep you protected on that commute to work, saving you the embarrassment of having a patch on your back, because trust me, I've been there before. It's not nice. Now, handling yourself in the winter months when it's likely to be wet due to rain or, God forbid, melted snow, of course we wouldn't recommend riding in the snow. However, to gain a better handling in these bad conditions, it is simply better to change your tyres from the regular super fast rolling tyres that you normally get to the tyres with more tread in them for those wet or muddy situations that you get on off-road. Of course, you will get more run resistance on the off-road tyres, but you know, safety first though, isn't it guys? So just bear that in mind. You want to get more handling out of it when you're out there in the terrible weather, and you don't want to slip and then get yourself into a serious accident on the road. Now that it is come to winter, perhaps it's a good time to take those road pedals off and change those to mountain bike cleats as well as the shoes, because this is helpful for a number of reasons. For one, mountain bike shoes are like regular shoes. They're flat and better for walking in compared to road bike shoes. And let's not forget, of course, I mentioned earlier, in the winter it can get very slippery, and mountain bike shoes are designed for grip in very sticky situations, including for winter. And of course, you don't want to be outside with those road cleats on, because you will probably slip a little bit more easier than you normally would in the driest of conditions, because trust me, even I slip in the driest of conditions while wearing road cleats, which is rather strange. But in any case, another reason why you should actually consider them as well is that road cleats can actually get a lot of muck within them, and when that happens, it does become a bit harder for you to clip yourself in. So that's another reason why you should consider mountain bike pedals other than the road bike versions. But I suppose it's off topic, but another reason why I'd like mountain bike cleats is for the very reason that they don't wear out as quick as road bike cleats, because we all know that we have to change them quite often due to them wearing out over time. And finishing off with the obvious but also most overlooked item in my opinion, and that is lights. They certainly have come a long way, with some designs being as basic as they come, or even some aerodynamic ones if you're obsessed with it like I am, that they can attach themselves to the seat post and even the forks to ensure the back and front is covered, along with less drag as well. So don't be that guy that thinks, oh, the back just matters. Nah guys, safety comes first for yourself. Always get the front and the back, or maybe even light yourself up as much as possible. But nevertheless, the obvious thing about winter, especially here in England, the sun sets way earlier than you can imagine. And this is the reason why this should be your top priority item for the winter indeed. Particularly ones that are super flashy and you'll be able to see you from a mile off, because there's nothing worse than getting yourself into an accident during the late nights as well. Did we miss anything by any chance? This really would help out everyone in the Cycling Dane community to help us all keep warm from the winter, because it's already down to -1 degrees right here in England and it's not even officially winter yet. So it would really help if you did. And of course, before we go, please like the video, and of course, most importantly, subscribe to the Cycling Dane Extra. And another thing as well, guys, we would really appreciate it if you also subscribed to the Cycling Dane main channel as well. And that's it for me, guys, and as always, have a nice day.